I think one of my more controversial coaching tactics is to make a list of how fucked up you are. And this is pretty much right out of the Alcoholics Anonymous book. Even though I never went to AA, I have a lot of respect for that program. And basically what it is taking inventory of all the shit that ever happened to you in your life. So I think this is an amazing process to do for anybody, because how fucked up you are is based on the fucked up things that you did and the fucked up things that happened to you. So we've done everything in our power to avoid dealing with how those fucked up things made us feel, or you know, I guess it is how it made us feel. Even if you did something fucked up, you felt a certain way about doing it. Maybe it was guilt, maybe it was shame. You know, for me, I can think of a lot of the things that I did that I felt shame about. And once we bring awareness to these things that happened to us or these things that we did, that awareness is the first step towards the healing process. All addiction is tied to some sort of childhood trauma. And this is why AA has this step. I don't think they call it make a list of how fucked up you are, but they're basically saying make an inventory of everything that ever happened to you in your life that was bad, everything that you ever did that was bad. And I think the next step after that is go and apologize if it's not going to create any more harm. So ultimately what they're trying to get you to do is to create awareness around what it is in your life that you've been avoiding dealing with, you've been avoiding feeling. And that avoiding of those emotions is what has shaped your personality. And Dr. Joe Dispenza says this amazingly. He says, if you want to change your reality, you need to change your personality. And what he's ultimately saying here is if your reality is someone that's addicted to drugs and alcohol, or someone that is depressed or anxious and can't sleep, is overthinking, somebody that is just not achieving what it is they want to achieve in your life, then you need to change your personality. And how do you do that? How do you change your personality? Well, you need to look back into your past and figure out what the things are that are preventing you from being great. I believe that we are all great. We just have things that are blocking our greatness. So this list of how fucked up you are will bring the awareness that is necessary for you to begin the healing process. Just the awareness alone of one simple thing. And here's the thing about making this list. It doesn't have to be big things. It could be something as small as your parents picking you up 5 minutes late from school, or forgetting you at school one day. When you're a kid, it didn't seem like that big of a deal, but over time it created all sorts of feelings and emotions about not being wanted, not being loved. That one instance shaped who you are today. It created your personality. In order to create a new personality, we need to get aligned with our true personality. And that true personality is someone that is free of all of these limiting beliefs, all of these negative emotions. One single negative emotion can create millions of thoughts throughout your entire life. And this is why positive thinking and mindset doesn't really work, because we're not getting to the root of the issue. We're just dealing with the symptom of the issue. The symptom of the issue is stress, anxiety. So what do we do for the symptom? We give people pills. So pretty much the last thing you want to do when you have symptoms is take a pill to numb what our body and our mind is screaming at us, saying something is not right here. And that is like an indicator that if you have an anxiety attack, and I've had anxiety attacks as a kid, not even as a kid, as a young adult, I had anxiety attacks. And if you have an anxiety attack, that is just your emotion saying, hey, something is off here. Let's get to the root of what's really truly going on. And the coronavirus is another great example of things that have been highlighted. You know, if you're overstressed, if you have financial situations, this is just an indicator to say, hey, if there's something that needs to be worked on. And making this list, and I really suggest you do it as soon as you finish watching this video, just write everything out. That will begin to create the awareness necessary to start the healing process. Just the awareness alone will take you down the path to be free of that emotion forever. And when you become free of that emotion, you'll also become free of the hundreds of thousands of thoughts that emotion is creating. And it will ultimately allow you to change your personality so that you can change your reality.